Hello everyone, welcome back to the series on videos on aptitude skills. In this video we are going to talk about the topic logical sequence of words, which is under the section reasoning. So in this video we are going to talk about what are the problems of logical sequence of words, strategy to deal with logical sequence of words, practice questions from low difficulty, medium difficulty and high difficulty level, and golden tip for this topic at the end. So let's start with the topic. So what are the logical sequence of words? So in this question few words will be given, either 4, 5 or 6 words will be given, and you have to find out a logic between these words. So for example here 5 words are given: word, paragraph, sentence, letters and phrase. So these are the 5 words. We have to find out a logic between these words and accordingly find out a logical sequence. So here we can start with letters. So letters could be the first part, then letters form words, word form phrases, phrase form sentence, and then paragraph will come. So here the logical sequence is letters, word, phrase, sentence, paragraph. The sequence is 4, 1, 5, 3, 2, and that is the answer. Now here in this slide we are going to talk about the strategy to deal with this topic. So initially we can read the given words very carefully, then understand the context in which these words are given, apply the logic to find out the best suitable sequence, and accordingly check that sequence in given options. The sequence may be reverse sometimes, that is top to bottom or bottom to top. It depends on the given options. So let's start with the questions. In case of questions, we have low difficulty, medium difficulty and high difficulty questions. In each we have 5 questions. So let's start with the lower difficulty questions. So in this question 5 words are given: police, punishment, crime, judge and judgment. Now after carefully reading and understanding the logic between these 5 words, we can say that this is the related to the context of some crime may be happening, police may take action, and accordingly there will be a judge who may give judgment. Okay, so this is how the context is. So in this we can say that first crime may happen. Once the crime happens, then police will take the action. That could be the next logical word. After police has taken the action, then there will be a judgment. There will be a judge who will give the judgment for 5, and then there will be a punishment. So the logical sequence could be 3 crime, 1 police, 4 judge, 5 judgment, and then there will be a punishment. So right answer is here, the right answer is D, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Let's go for next question, second question of this type. So in this, here we have the again 5 words. Now here if we are thinking about these 5 words of second question, family, community, member, locality and country. So in this, if we carefully read and understand the context, then we can say that we can start with members of the family. So members would be the first part. Then there could be family, number of members will form family, number of families will form community, that local community, and number of communities could be there in a locality, and different localities together can form country. So the proper sequence should be 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, which is the option A, right option. Let's go for the third question. If we think logically, then population could be the start of all these things. So population could come at first. Because of population there is unemployment. Because of unemployment there is poverty. Because of poverty there are diseases and one cannot treat well, cannot get a better treatment because of poverty. So diseases are there, and because of diseases we may say that death will come. So the proper sequence could be 2 4 1 5 3, which is the right answer. C is the right answer. 2 4 1 5 3. Let's go for the fourth question. So in this, the words are leaf, fruit, stem, root and flower. 5 words are there. Now again, thinking about a logical sequence of this context, we may start with root of that particular tree, and after root there is a stem, and after stem we can say that we have leaf, then after leaf we can talk about flower, and then flower gives fruit. So this could be the proper sequence, and that sequence is 4 3 1 5 2. That should be the answer, and here we have the right answer, 4 3 1 5 2. Let's go for the last question of low difficulty level. Now here in this we have nation, village, city, district and state. So since this is low difficulty level, you may find this now very simple. Now if we are talking about this, again this is related to the demography, locality, and we can start with village. Number of villages will give city, number of cities will give district, number of districts will give state, and number of states will give nation. So the sequence should be 2 3 4 5 and then 1, which is the option A. 2 3 4 5 and then 1. Let's check the answer. Yes, the option A is right. Let's go for the medium difficulty level questions. Now in this, the words are cut, put on, mark, measure, tailor. So basically context is, we can say a tailor is there and he is doing some tasks, steps. Okay. Now logically there could be a first step of marking the measurements, and for marking we need to measure. So first could be the measurement step. After measurement, then we can say as per the measurement we can mark on that particular cloth. Once marking is done, we can cut according to those marks, and once we cut the cloth we can tailor it, we can sew it, and then we will put on. That could be the sequence, and that is option D. Option D could be the right answer. Let's check. Yes, option D, 4 3 1 5 2. So here you can again check. 4 3 1 5 2 is the right answer. Going towards the second question of this medium difficulty level. Here again we have 5 words: wall, clay, house, room and bricks. Now again, if we check the context of these, there is some construction related context, and that way we can say. So in this, if we read all the words, we can start with clay. Clay could be the first of that sequence. Clay forms the bricks, bricks forms the wall, wall forms the room, and different rooms, 2 3 4 rooms will form house. So proper sequence could be 2 5 1 then 4 and then 3 at the end, which is option C. So option C should be right in this case. Let's check the answer. Option C is right. So here we have the third question of this series. So words are infant, old, adult, adolescent and child. So this context is about the infant who is growing and becoming old. That could be the context here. So we can start with infant. Infant becomes child after few days. Child become adolescent after few days, and adolescent becomes adult. Adult becomes old. So the proper sequence should be 1 5 4 3 2, which is given in the option D. So option D should be right. Let's check. Yes, option D is right. Let's go for the next question of this medium difficulty level. So in this question number 4 of medium difficulty level, we have the words like presentation, recommendation, arrival, discussion and introduction. So the context could be here, we are going somewhere and we are presenting, introducing ourselves, and that could be the context. So in this, arrival should come at first step. Arrival, we first arrive at some location. Once we arrive, then we may start with our introduction. Once introduction is over, we can start with the main topic, which is presentation could be the main topic. And once we start with presentation, there could be a discussion after presentation, and at the end could be the recommendation. So the proper sequence should be 3, 5, 1, 4 and 2. That this should be the proper sequence. Let's check. Yes, option C is right. 3, 5, 1, 4, 2. Let's go for the last question of medium difficulty level. So in this last question of medium difficulty level, question 5, we have the words like rainbow, rain, sun, happy, child. Now in this case, there is a rainbow after rain, and that is glowing. That could be the context. So to have a rainbow, we need rain. So maybe starting point is rain. So rain is there, and with rain, if sun rays are there, sun is there, then we can see rainbow. So first step is rain, then second step is sun, third could be rainbow. By seeing that rainbow, child sees that rainbow, we can say fifth, and then last step could be he becomes happy after seeing that rainbow. So proper sequence should be 2, 3, 1, 5 and then 4, which is option P. 2, 3, 1, 5, 4, and that is the right option. Now let's go towards the high difficulty level questions, and in that we have the first question here. So here we have 4 words in which ages are mentioned: atomic, metallic, stone age, alloy age, etc. So these ages our ancestors had. So our ancestors started with the stone age. After stone age we had metallic age, and after metallic we combined few metals to form alloy. That's why we can say that alloy age could be the next part, and last part could be atomic age. So the proper sequence should be 3, 2, 4, 1, which is the option C. 3, 2, 4, 1. Option C should be right. Okay, let's go for next question of high difficulty level. Now in this we have again 5 words. Second question: mother, child, milk, cry and smile. Okay, now in this series the context is mother is there, child is there, and maybe mother is feeding that child with milk. So that could be the context. When the child starts crying because of hunger, then the mother will come into the scenario, will come into that context, and the crying child, mother is feeding with milk, and that's how the child becomes happy. He starts smiling. So proper sequence should be 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, which is option B. Option B is right. Okay, let's go to the next question. So here we have again 5 words: never, sometimes, generally, seldom, always. Now in this the context is related to the chances of happening the events. Never, it may happen never, it may happen sometimes, etc. Okay, so here we can start with always. The event is happening always. Then after always we can consider generally, then sometimes, then we can consider seldom. Seldom is actually rarely, the event is happening rarely, and then never. So the proper sequence should be 5, 3, 2, 4, 1. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, which is option D. Option D should be right. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1. let's go to the second last question of this video. Now in this we have windows, walls, floor, foundation, roof and room. So here we have the context of a house. Let's think about it. So here we can start with the foundation part, because while constructing, foundation first comes first. So after foundation we can talk about walls. That could be the next step. Then walls and then windows are there. We start with walls and then windows comes. After windows we can talk about roof, and once this is complete then we get a floor, inside floor, and this is how we complete with the room. So the proper sequence should be 4, then we can go with 2, then 1, then we can go with 5, that is roof, then floor 3 and 6 room. So 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 6, which is option B. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 6, option B should be right. Yes, that is the right answer. Let's talk about the last question, and in last question we have many words here. So I hope you would like to try this question on your own. So you can pause the video, try this question, and then we can discuss. Okay. So here we have total 9 words, and these words are heel, shoulder, skull, neck, knee, chest, thigh, stomach and face. So after checking the options, we can say that skull, we should start with the top approach, top to bottom. So skull will come at first. After skull we can say instead of shoulder we can take face as the next part. So first word is skull, next word should be face. After face we can consider the neck part, and after neck we can consider shoulder. So 3, 9, 4, 2 is our sequence till now. After shoulder we can consider about chest, and then out of remaining we can consider stomach, and after stomach the remaining are heel, thigh and I guess knee. So out of which thigh we can consider, then heel, after thigh, heel and knee is remaining. So out of these two we can consider knee, and then at the bottom we have heel. So looking at the sequence of all these words, the last option, which is having 3, 9, 4, 2, 6, 8, 7, 5, 1 should be the right option. Okay, so this is how we can solve the logical sequence of words problems. And at the end, as we said, we have a golden tip. To solve these problems in shortcut way, concentrate on a word which may be at the end or start of the sequence. So once we concentrate on that particular word, starting or ending word of that sequence, then accordingly eliminate the options and come to the final right answer. And to cross check, we need to check the entire series of those words step by step. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and in future we will be having many more such videos on different topics of aptitude. Thank you.